Hello, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am Luna. This is Luna and Friends, where we talk about all things mind, body, and spirit alignment and just about living here on the planet Earth. And one of my most awesome things that I love to do is to be in front of the camera, like get my picture taken. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm just always in front of the mirror. It's just, a guilty pleasure that I have, and I love it. And that's kind of how we ended up meeting our next guest is Des.
What up? What up? I'm Daz Exotic. How are y'all doing? It's and Luna, you gotta say it like you mean it when you're introducing yourself. What you yeah, this is Luna and friend. Let's
I'm getting
be
critique. I love it.
excited. Come on, be in here.
I get so
Put in the
nervous.
building. There's nothing.
I
Look,
know.
if
I
you
get
love
so
being in
nervous.
if you love being in front of the camera, it should feel like home to you.
It is. I know it takes me a while to kind of warm up, and that's what I'm working on. So
Yeah.
I appreciate it. So welcome to our channel. We are here to talk about our greatness and what we love and all the things that we've experienced. So why don't you tell me a little bit about
mind
yourself and
spirit
what you
and
do?
mind spirit in alignment, and I don't think people care about any of that when it comes to podcast. They like forget what you do. Like, what compelling thing do you have to say? What is inner, like, mind spirit body alignment? Tell me something about that I have not heard before. um but um let's I'm Daz Exotic, and I'm just Daz Exotic. I do anything, everything, whether it's music. I feel like entertaining and like just trying to make the world a better place is what I do, and just try to encourage expression and
Mm.
individual in being yourself, and not in what society has turned it into. I don't know. Individuality is a dangerous thing, but that's a different topic. But yeah, Luna.
Actually, that's all what this channel is about your individuality, where you're able to speak and talk about you and where
Oh
you
yeah,
get guidance on that,
I was
like
gonna
being your higher self and aligning into that.
I
And
was
and that's
gonna
kind
get
of what
into it, but that wasn't where I wanted to start with. Okay, okay, there you go. She's like, as a matter of fact, that's what we talk about. That's what
right?
we
Like
talk
that's the whole
about.
purpose of
I
this
heard you.
channel.
I heard you the first time. I heard you. I know. I understand. I'm gonna get there. But so speaking of like alignment and things like that, you know, um, I saw you. I've been seeing these Photoshop pages going viral and all that kind of stuff, and like I was interested in the people who want to be subjected to the terrors of what these people can Photoshop. They do beautiful and nasty on the Photoshop pages. And I came across yours, and I was like, she wants all the smoke.
So I was in this group for a while, and I'm just like participating, and I'm in there like I don't do Photoshop, but I was like putting up like little gifts and just kind of like going along with them and really like just trying to engage. Like one of mine had like one of my comments had like over 500 likes. So, it was just like a friendly thing. So I was like, I'm putting in so much energy into other people's and like roasting on them. Like, all right, come on,
It's
y'all,
time.
y'all go on. Yeah, let me take the heat. Let me see how much I can take.
Yeah. Those pages are wild. But and then I like found your page. I seen it. I seen you do podcasts, try to do into those, kind of things. And just you had a bright energy. And I was like, Let's Vibe TV loves bright energy like that. And it was just a magnetic thing. I was like, let me see, what's possible. Let me see if I can get her on the show.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having us and thanks for your interest. I
Yeah.
I say us. I say us and them because, as I talk about mind,
It's
body, spirit
Luna
alignment,
and friends too.
but exactly that, and then also I have a lot of in me, a lot of energy. So, I got like dark demons in me. I got loving Mother Teresa entities. I got my masculine side, my feminine side. So it's so many aspects of me that live in this body, and it's us because
Okay. So
you don't know which one you're gonna get.
Luna and friends is, even if ain't nobody there, the friends are there. It's the spirit. Well, I'm a little bit terrified by that, but okay. No,
Yeah.
well, and I do feel like there is a lot of in our society like be one way. And we are so many different things. Like, even we used to assume that like singers only sang, only wanted to be a singer, but no, they might have wanted to play basketball and twisted their ankle. They might have, you know, there's all kinds of different circumstances. And making generalizations and thinking that uh like, even though everybody is right where they want to be, but that they're right where they want to be is one of the strangest things I think humans do to one another. You should be allowed to be all those things and have those moments of being those things within legal limits.
Right? I say the same thing. Like, look, whatever you want to be the greatest of it. And that's what I'm here for, just to kind of give you that encouragement. Like, whatever it is, you want to be a stripper, hey, go be the best stripper there is, right? You want to be a car salesman? Do that thing. Look, I'm gonna cheer you
Be
on. Let's
great,
get
damn
it.
it. Be great.
Right?
That's all I ask of you is be great. Um, well, and it's funny because it's because even within that individuality, right, that we were talking about, and people act like we don't have a standard anymore, but it's kind of like the standard is no standard or greatness. There don't be mediocre at it. If you're gonna be the worst, gutter every single gutter ball, or like every single bowling ball that don't hit a pin, and we will
Mm-hmm.
be entertained. Hold it sloppy, like, master the art of being bad. Just master the art of whatever you do.
Definitely. Like that's all that we're here for is just to learn and be great and build your life. How whatever it is, however that is, just go for it.
I mean, that's what makes people interesting. They want, like whether it is, I don't know, Taylor Swift's persistence, or the Chiefs' greatness and going to the Super Bowl so many times, like, Tom Brady's, the Jay-Z's, the Beyonce's, the Barack Obamas that just set a bar, and then, like the Blue Faces and the Krishans, and the people who, the Nicki Minaj and Megan the Stallion beef. That's like, okay, that's not what we're supposed to act like. Set an example.
Right. Like I don't, it's just all about being your individuality. Like I'm on this journey and I'm just taking it day by day. You know, like I feel like 51st dates, my memories wiped clean. I just go and I just do something. And I know when I have deadlines and I know when I have my events, but I just live my life and do whatever, and whatever takes up my time for that day, I'm gonna put it all in, all my effort.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because energy gets returned to you. I think
Hmm.
that I think a lot of people I mean, well, we have to come together too. And so I think way more than individuality, because I think they've got that down now. You know, uh
Yeah.
acceptance comes into play now,
Hmm.
and figuring out how to be accepting of all of our differences and our individuality without stepping on each other's toes, because there's a lot of it going on, and there's a lot of people concerned with what other people are doing or are using that to be their individuality.
Oh my goodness, definitely. I definitely feel this. Like not to not be in competition, especially with others, but also know that like you're building your brand and whatever it is that you're doing, you're building it. And use people as like you like it, you like how they do things, use as inspiration.
Yeah, well, and there's and that's what's so funny. Like even with me, I could have seen that you do podcasts and been like, no, another podcaster. But it's like, hey, let's collaborate. I signed up for your thing and booked you on my show. Like,
Mhm.
I like the energy. I think collaboration over competition, especially you say, like, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia now, but I'm from Bloomington, Illinois. And
Oh,
so,
okay, nice.
yeah, so I'm from Illinois as well, which is dope. I mean, the Midwest is way too cold.
Yeah. It is. I'm over it. Like it's just getting a little too cold for my liking.
You got a style though, like like you have a brightness, like you've been in the sunshine. You got to see. I don't know. Okay. You got a little bit of both going on because you got a city tough, but like an island sunshine to you.
Yeah. I like to be on the sunshine. I feel like the winter makes me tough, but I want to be in my feminine. I don't want to be in my masculine energy. I belong in like warm weather in front of the camera.
I'm in my croissant era.
Mm, what's that?
I don't. Well, croissants are all soft and fluffy, but still like top tier
Mm.
thing. But I seen it at Quick Trip. They said that they're in their croissant era, and it's just like of all the eras I could be in, the croissant era seems like the one I want to be in.
Right? Warm and buttery and rolled up.
I'm hot. I'm hot.
I've been eating croissants too. Like I like carbs and I know that's not good for us, or like on my spiritual side, it's like we have to eat clean and organic and eat plant-based. And I'm like, I like carbs, I like ribs, I want a cheeseburger.
It sounds tough to be in you.
Right? To have all these energies. Like I have my feminine who's like I'm this goddess and a model and all of this, and then my masculine side is like I just want to be lazy and chill and eat a whole bunch of food.
I think that being in a croissant era is kind of like where I'm just in this, like I'm just here.
Like
Like, I'm not where, like, y'all can do whatever era that y'all want to be in. I'm over here in my
mm-hmm.
croissant era because it's difficult and things change. And I've watched so many things like they were like, yeah, this is gonna change. Wait forever. And then 4 years later, oh, this, and it's completely different. The facts change, the numbers change, And so that's why I like try to use some of it that makes sense. And like when
Mm-hmm.
it's like, oh, okay, they're making this the way now, which ultimately when things shift, you don't know if it's for corporate reasons or actually health reasons or both. But like, or they force you into change.
That's what I feel like. Like, I really feel when you're in alignment, again, you said people don't want to hear or talk about alignment. We're going to talk about alignment. When
No,
you're
I,
in
I,
this,
I wasn't saying that they don't want to talk about that. That's what they want to hear about, right? That's what they want to talk about. But like me being like, hey guys, I make songs, and when I was 4, my my friend came over with, like, like they want to hear about alignments. They want to hear about fucking life and energies and the kind of stuff that we've been talking about, which
yeah, definitely.
as much as it's about me, has nothing to do with, and has something to do with everybody.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, when you know what it is that you want and you're aligned with your higher self, then it's like that you're getting that information. So, you know what's right for you. Like, one of the things for me is like, I'm just going to eat and do whatever it is that I want because I'm in alignment. I'm in alignment with source. I know my morals. I know my values. I know who I am. So, I'm going to do what I want and I'm not going to have no regret. I'm not going to have any guilt. And I'm going to go and do it with confidence and I'm going to be great at it.
Yeah, yeah, you have to own, and so many things try to stop you from owning your greatness,
Hmm.
whether it's I don't know, you got to know your role too, right?
Hmm.
Be great at your role and always be working towards the future.
But staying in the present.
Yes. Appreciating the present.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I've always been great at being in the present, but there's something more substantial about setting yourself up for success. And being in the present is a big part of that still, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And so I feel like it's one of those fine balances between the two, because you can make a 5-year plan, but 50 billion things are going to happen in the first 5 minutes.
Right? So one of the things that I'm kind of doing now is I keep just telling myself no distractions. Whatever my work is, no distractions. And to keep out the negative thoughts. So instead, like I was just sitting around and then my thoughts started kind of piling up. And so I got up, I just started printing. I'm like, you know what? Let me do this. Let me do that. And let me edit this thing here and just keeping myself busy so that I don't have these thoughts coming into my brain. And that's all things that I'm setting up for the future. So like that's the 5Ds, like the future, the 3Ds, the now, and the 4Ds kind of like that middle, like you're doing that action to get to that
The
5D.
end goal. Well,
Mm-hmm.
because there's like 3 end goals, 5, 1 billion actually, because you got to think about how you're going to get through the end of that day, the end of the week, the month, the year, like,
Right? The
and
timeline that you put yourself in from your mind and your emotions.
I mean, something could happen right now that could change the trajectory of everything. And like noticing that, accepting it. I don't know. It's even with no distractions, sometimes being in the present is like, I don't know, because there's so many doubters, right? Like you start here and people will be like, well, that sucks. Well, duh, it's gonna suck. I started here,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and then you learn and you get where you're going. And when you're here though, you gotta have this here to deal with that person saying it sucks. Cause you could pack it up, and that's where
Mm-hmm.
no distractions come into play.
Mm-hmm.
And that goes for your day goal, your week goal, your, you know, all.
Your end goal.
Yeah. I mean, life is full of things uh camouflaged as other things
Mm-hmm.
to distract you, you know.
Yep. And keep you off of your purpose.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess that's kind of what my new project is about. My new album is about.
So we got a few minutes left. So why don't you go ahead and talk more about your album and where
Oh,
everyone can
okay.
find you?
Damn. It's that okay, that's short. Well, cuz I was just getting into the topic like
Do you want
of
to do a part two?
it's for, I mean, I got more time. I got more time. I was I guess I knew the time slot. I forgot how Zoom works cuz I use StreamYard.
Yeah.
But I was going to say uh the album is called On the Late Night Tip, and it's about cheating, and it's about like the short-term thinking of it, the
Mm.
distraction of it, and the pain caused by it, the selfishness of it, the insecurity of it, what it means to be a man, and what it means to stick to the plan, and how do you get back on track, and how do you regain somebody's trust after doing uh those kind of things.
Oh, definitely. Well, that sounds like it's an awesome time to be speaking about this. So, why don't you tell the viewers how they can find you, and we'll talk more in our part two.
It's Daz Exotic. Just look up Daz Exotic. That's all you got to do anyway. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Daz Exotic, Spotify, Apple Music,
All right,
all that.
awesome. As always, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Luna's Enlightenment, and I hope y'all have a wonderful life. Stay blessed. Catch y'all on part two.